Sparkly beings, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a sequence that's about 25 minutes long, and it's to connect you with your crown chakra. This is the 7th and last chakra of the chakra series and of just your chakral chain. The crown chakra has to do with your connection to all things outside of you, so your higher consciousness, your thoughts. And so it's kind of like if you were a radio tower, then this is where you would both put outward your thoughts and receive inward your thoughts. So that idea of like downloading something, if you feel inspired to just write something or inspired to just draw or paint, that's basically essentially the chakra that it's associated with, is that innate download, if you will, for lack of a better term. And then you move forward through action. This sequence is a little bit of breath work, and then we're going to be doing some interesting postures that you may or may not have done before. Just be mentally open and prepared for that. One of those postures will be headstand. That's something that anybody may or may not have done before. You know, depends on who you are and where you're at in your personal practice. For modifications for headstand, one thing you can do is you can practice against a wall. If you don't fully render the headstand, that's totally fine. Just do your best to be in a down dog-like position, but with your hands clasped behind your head and your elbows pressed into the earth. As long as you keep your sit bones high to the sky, then that will at least get your body ready for the future. If you want to try to render that posture again, you have the option to just hold one leg up at a time during that. That being said, just take your time, be mindful and considerate of where you're at physically and mentally today. And if there's anything that you don't quite feel comfortable with, that's okay. You can just take it back a few notches. That being said, whenever you're ready, join me on your mat. Begin with me at the top of your mat. Roll your shoulders down and back, really root through your feet here. Just come to your toes, press into your toes, and then go back to your heels and to your toes and rock back to your heels. Go ahead and shift your weight from right to left and left to right. Come back to center. Inhale, both arms out and up and gaze up. Exhale, press the air away, chin to chest. Inhale, both arms out and up. This time, clasp your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, gently lean towards the right and gaze up towards the left. Find a gazing point that's comfortable for your neck here. And just breathe into your side body. Inhale back to center. Exhale, press the air away. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, clasp your right wrist with your left hand and lengthen through the right side of your body as you lean gently towards the left. Really think about rooting through that left foot, that left heel. Just creating space here. Really bring awareness to the crown of your head. Inhale back to center. Exhale, press the air away. Bring awareness to where it's at in space. Roll your shoulders down and back, palms towards the front. We're going to come into mountain pose here. So really activate all of your muscles. Activate your core, your glutes, your quads, hamstrings, shins, calves, biceps, triceps. Everything here is extraordinarily active. Really rooting through the earth. And release. Shake it out. We're going to do the breath of fire. So we're going to do it in a standing position because we want you to be wakeful. We're going to do a few balancing postures that you're going to need to have some heat in your body. So we're going to begin with this Kundalini breath. We're going to breathe out through our nose. You see how my belly button snaps back in? So every forced exhale forces the inhale to come just naturally. So only focus on the exhale, like a little dart, right? You can follow my speed, but also just find your own speed in this breath. Find what's comfortable for you. So you want your hands out to serve and then right towards your chest, okay? and stop. Hold it and release. Shake it out. Deep exhale. Inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, press the air away. This time we're going to come into a variation of tree. So the more traditional tree, it's palm tree. So inhale, both arms out and up, and you're going to interlace your fingers and press your palms towards the sky. Rotate your shoulders down and back away from your ears. Inhale to lengthen through your spine and come to your tippy toes. We're just going to sway from side to side. Feel free to do this on the base of your feet if that is too uncomfortable for you. So inhale back to center. Exhale to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the side and come back to center. Release your palms back down. Shake everything out. So now we're going to come into our more known tree pose. Begin with me wherever you're at, right? So root through your right foot, and you can either stay here with your foot, your toe pressed into the ground, you can come up to your shin, or you can bring it up to the inside of your thigh. Now when you're doing this, you're pressing your thigh into your foot and your foot into your thigh, and you can hold prayer pose here, or you can extend arms above your head. I usually like to do steeple fingers here. Just root through that right foot. Really think about elongating through your spine. Let the crown of your head come towards the sky. Your crown chakra is kind of that ethereal, spiritual place. It's like the infinity of all else outside of us. And palms back to center. Release your leg. Shake it out. Same thing on the other side. That's kind of part of the expression of connecting with your higher self. So you would generally do that through your crown chakra. All right, so bend into your right knee and bring it out to the side, wherever is comfortable for you. So either toe to the ground, foot to the shin, or I can't actually do that today, foot to the inside of your thigh. I can't do that because I either dramatically stubbed my toe or slightly broke my pinky toe on the other side. And so you really do need your pinky toe for balance. So I can only push so much into the left side of my left foot until I can't anymore. I don't know where you're at. This is my tree pose on this side. Still press through your left foot and really think about drawing this glute muscle in, and your hip is still pressing a little bit this way, so you're activating that internal thigh muscle there, your adductor. Roll your shoulders down and back, palms towards each other. You're active in this leg, you're drawing your knee back towards the wall behind you. Option to raise your hands up above you in steeple pose. Lengthen through your arms and your spine, connecting through that crown chakra. This is a perfect example of connecting your root chakra all the way to the crown chakra, because we have to root through our feet and the energy goes all the way up our spine and to the crown of our head. So really just breathe into that space. And release. Shake it all out. Bend into one knee and the other. Do a little shake here. Inhale, both arms out and up to gaze up. Exhale, press the air away, flat back, swan dive. Come all the way down, bend through your knees. Inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, press the palms to the mat and step back for your plank. Holding plank here, really rooting through. Think about drawing your heels of your hands towards your feet and your hips towards the heels of your hands. And gently release your knees to the ground. We'll come into our cat-cow. Palms directly under your shoulders, knees directly under your hips. Tuck your toes. Inhale here, and on your inhale, you're drawing the heels of your hands towards your hips. opening your heart towards the sky, pulling your shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, press the earth away, chin to chest, navel to spine, tailbone pointing down towards the ground here. Really pushing away through the heels of your hands. Inhale, open your heart, raise your hips and gaze up. Draw the heels of your hands towards your hips. Exhale, press the earth away, chin to chest, navel to spine. And back to center. Come to sit on your heels. Roll your shoulders down and back. Inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, press the air away. Chin to chest. So next we're just going to do a little spinal twist here. So inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, twist towards your left, right palm on the left knee and your left palm behind you. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. Exhale to gaze over your left shoulder. Really think about energetically pulling through, not pulling, but think about the crown of your head really going towards the sky here. Inhale back to center, both arms up. Exhale, left hand to right knee, right palm behind you. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. Exhale to gently twist and gaze over your right shoulder. Breathing into that space, long through your spine, crown of your head towards the sky. And inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, hands to your sides. Next, we're going to come into rabbit pose. It's kind of an awkward pose, but that's okay. So gently shift your head towards the ground and bring your forehead to the mat. Grab your ankles with both hands or the heels of your feet, depending on where you're at, and really round through your spine here. So really think about drawing your navel in and rounding your spine towards the sky. And now you're going to let the crown of your head come to the floor. So this is rabbit pose. If you think about it, it kind of looks like a little rabbit curled up. So this is really good for your throat, the back of your neck. Really connecting your crown chakra to the earth. Inhale, gently roll up one vertebra at a time. Head's the last thing to come up. Roll your shoulders down and back. Your crown chakra is that space between your higher self and your earth self, essentially. We'll go ahead and rock back and forth here. So it's kind of like when people get inspiration, those thoughts from anywhere, whether it's something creative or just an idea of the next thing to do. It's like an interchange of energy that comes from the root. So a desire, a need, something from your root chakra. It comes all the way up through and connects with that space. And now you're inspired. Oh, I can do this to get that. So it comes all the way back down. And we begin through action. All right, so bring your hands to the left, shift your hips to the left as well, and guide your legs out ahead of you. We've been sitting on them for long enough. Shake them out. Go ahead and if you moved around a lot on your mat like I did, shift your hips more towards the front of your mat, roll your shoulders down and back. We're gonna do boat pose here just to engage the core, because next, we're going to attempt to do a handstand. Well, a headstand. All right, palms towards the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, lean back. Really engage through your core here. Maybe lift one leg or the other, or both. And hang out here for your boat pose. Really connecting through the root of your spine, lengthening through your spine, shoulders down and back, crown of your head towards the sky. And gently guide your feet back down. Come to sit back on your bum and clasp opposite elbows here and just round through your spine for a nice little release. All right, gently roll up, hands to the side, and shift your weight. Come back into your tabletop just for a moment and tuck your toes and lift your knees from the ground, really engaging your core here. Because we're going to need this if you're going to attempt to come into a headstand. Why do I keep saying handstand? A headstand. All right, one more time, press. And release. All right, now step it back for your plank. And you're going to shift through your toes towards the front and towards the back. Towards the front and towards the back. And one more time. And there we are. Lower down, a few cat-cows here. You can do a little more gentle cat-cow if that feels better for you, instead of the more intentional pressing of the palms into the mat. And release. So to do my headstand, I'm going to remove this. That way I don't kick it off the wall or kick into it. Ideally, I can do it without the wall behind me, but psychologically, as soon as I know that I don't have the wall behind me, kind of like when you're practicing to ride a bicycle and the person who's holding your bike suddenly disappears and then you fall over even though you were doing just fine, that is what the wall is for us. Except the wall's not going to run away. So go ahead and scoot your mat closer to the wall if you need to. And I know this is awkward. You're facing behind me, but this is how it's going to be, okay? All right. So elbows into the ground, little fist here. So interlacing your hands. I'll show you from the side actually. So like this. And then the crown of your head is towards the ground. And we're actually putting all of our weight into our elbows here more than we are into the crown of our head. So pick your knees up from the ground and just feel how that feels. You're pressing into your elbows here. It's going to be similar when you come into a headstand. So with a headstand, you're going to do one leg or the other first, maybe, just to try it out, try out your balance, try out your body awareness. And then you're going to shift, theoretically, all the way up into your headstand. So, join me. Crown of the head to the ground, pressing through your elbows, lift your hips high to the sky, walk your toes closer to you if you can, and maybe lift one leg and the other. And there's my wall, nice and helpful for me. If this feels awkward for you, that's okay. Inversions are really great for blood flow to the brain. The more blood flow you get to your brain, the more capillaries you build, which is fantastic for connecting to your crown chakra. So whenever you're ready, gently maybe lower one leg and then the other to follow. Come back to... Actually, come into a child's pose here. Just bring the palm of your hand under your forehead. So we'll do that before we go do anything else, because that's a lot. And what I like to do here after my headstands is I just shift my neck from left to right and right to left to really kind of stretch it out and help it out here. And gently come back up to your knees. Maybe pull your mat away from the wall. I'm going to put this back up. Why not? Oh, afraid of kicking it and then I knock it into a thing. Well, smart. All right, so now that's on the wall. Yay wall, yay painting. All right, so a few cat-cows here. Tuck your toes, inhale, arch your back, raise your face towards the sky. Exhale, press the earth away, chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, open your heart, raise your hips. Exhale, press the earth away, chin to chest, navel to spine. And back to center. Option to do figure eights with your hips here and your shoulders. It's a little awkward, so it would be like little circles in your hips, maybe one way or the other, and maybe shifting through your shoulders. And just loosening up your spine. And come to sit back on your heels. Let yourself drift towards the left. Extend your legs out ahead of you. We're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. So palms towards the sky. Inhale here. Exhale. All the way down. Next, we're going to come into our plow pose. Extend your legs towards the sky. Take your hands and press your elbows into the ground here and have your hands ready to catch your hips. So press your elbows into the ground, lift your bum and hands on the back side of your lower back, and we're coming into our plow. So wherever you're at here, your feet may or may not touch the ground. That is totally fine. Just honor where you're at. We're just kind of releasing some of the neck tension that we created from that headstand. And guide your hands down towards the ground as you gently lower your hips towards the ground. And release. Base of your feet towards the sky. Shake it out. Grab outside edges of your feet with both hands and do your happy baby here. So you want to think about drawing your tailbone down towards the mat. And you can stay bent in your knees, or you can extend in one leg and the other if that feels good for you. We're just releasing our lower spine, releasing our hips. And bring the base of your feet together, lower them down gently for reclining Baddha Konasana. Arms out ahead of you, nice and long here. You can clasp your thumbs and really pull your hands away from you. Let your feet come out ahead of you, nice and relaxed. Your legs long away from you. Arms down towards your sides, about a 45-degree angle, palms facing up to open your shoulders here, and just breathe into this space, into your Savasana. Focusing on your breath and guiding it from the base of your feet to the crown of your head, and from the crown of your head to the base of your feet. Letting go of any tension in your forehead, eyes, cheeks, and chin. Releasing any tension in your neck, shoulders, and chest. Letting go your arms, wrists, hands, and fingers. Releasing any tension in your abdomen, your lower back, your glutes, and your hips. Letting go in your legs, ankles, feet, and toes. Just let yourself melt into the ground. Cultivating inner peace. Letting everything go. Releasing the physical world just momentarily to drop in to you. Deepening your breath. Big inhale, feel your ribs expand. Big exhale, feel your ribs fall back in. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes to bring movement back into your body. And bring your knees towards the sky, the base of the feet towards the ground, and shift your weight all towards your left side. Come to lay on your left side with your left palm under your head, right palm into the earth, and just setting yourself up to get ready to come into a seated position. Your exhale, press into your right palm to guide yourself up into a nice easy seat. Roll your shoulders down and back. Roll your shoulders forward. Do a few Sufi rolls to really loosen everything up. So inhale here. Exhale, drift towards your left. Open your heart towards the front. And on your exhale, chin to chest, navel to spine, rounding through. Inhale through the left. Open your heart. Exhale, chin to chest, navel to spine. And reverse direction. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, chin to chest. Last time, inhale, open your heart. And exhale, chin to chest. Gently come back to center. Once again, roll your shoulders down and back. Palms towards the sky for receiving. Focusing on your breath, really rooting through your sit bones here. On your exhale, feel the weight of your sit bones into the earth. And on your inhale, feel the lightness through the crown of your head. Everything's connected. Inhale, both arms out and up, pressing palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine, and exhale, gently bow to yourself, thanking yourself for this opportunity to reconnect to your mind, body, and spirit. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you really enjoyed that and that you maybe hopefully have a sense of connection to your ethereal self, your side outside of yourself. It's really empowering when you can fully surrender all the physical aspects of life and your reality and just kind of transcend that and let yourself be the dreamer and just be distant. It's okay to be distant sometimes. If you were able to find and cultivate some of that space during this practice, then that's fantastic. And if you weren't, that's also okay. That's something that, may or may not come to you depending on when you're ready for it. That being said, if you really like this and are interested in more videos like this, go ahead and like and subscribe. Also, if you feel like anybody would benefit or appreciate this, then by all means share it, because it really does help me help more people. Be sure to take your light through your day and sparkle and shine as you can. And until next time, namaste.